Oh my gosh. Welcome back to the Daily Dose with Robert Cochran and Susan Scarlett. Oh my gosh. It's an amazing talent you have to say something to make me crack up just as you turn the recording button on.
Well, as you heard me say many times, it's the humanity we're after here, right? Anything but canned response.
Oh my
And
gosh, yes.
you saw, for the first time, you saw me play as an improviser in San Jose. Tell me how that was, because that, as you said, was a piece of me you hadn't seen. You'd see me as a coach and play little bits, but never performatively. You see me as a host, but not as a player. How was that?
You were on stage for an hour. I mean, you were up there with six, eight other people and a ref. Robert, it did a number of different things for me. One of them was it actually helped me understand why you want us in class to do things a certain way, specifically to be really big with our physical gestures and stuff. And I remember the first time you ever did something, it's probably 2 years ago, that just completely freaked me out. Was you just got right up in front of the camera with your mouth wide open. And I don't even remember what we were doing or anything, but I just thought, I just had no way in the whole world I could do that. But seeing you being so big and projecting like crazy on the stage, like to the back of the room, it was that it was nice because I got it. I got the effect of it, and I got why you want us to do that. I also was surprised at the uh, amount of volume. I mean, this is different than what I just said. It's the first was the physical, but this was the energy and the power that just came pouring out of you, if it was appropriate in that part of that scene in that particular bit that you guys would have been doing. And so it really was like I saw a new side of you, and I couldn't help but see it through the eyes of a student of
Right.
yours.
That's great. And what it really is, we back to the I don't know thing. I don't know what's going to happen when I step out there either. That's the real, gift, excitement, whatever, because we know the game. And I mean, relatively speaking, we know the players. I didn't really know any of them except for Jeff. You know, However, there's enough training between us to say, yeah, the last thing we say before we go is, I got your back. And there was a very warm way that was presented. I played in places where that's been, cursory. Yeah. This is what I'm supposed to say. This felt very warm, very supported and truthful. And when you truly feel supported, you're willing to say yes and immediately. And it is the speed with which you say yes and the veracity with which you say it that makes people respond. It's stunning to see acceptance quickly, and like you said, people just become immediately whatever the suggestion is. And again, sometimes they're awful things because sometimes life is awful, and we laugh at that. We laugh at, oh, how quickly someone becomes, a murderer, a
Yes.
just a terrible friend, or how quickly someone falls in love. And you're just like, oh my gosh, because we share these feelings, all of us do. And I'm not advocating for murder or anything else. I'm just saying we as humans have the full spectrum within us, but most of us aren't willing to put them forward. And sometimes for good reason. What improv does is it
But
gives you that
much of it would
space.
be societal reasons, I would think, at least for me,
Yeah,
either the society of my family or the society, the culture that I grew up in,
right.
these things aren't done.
No.
This
Well,
is
if
too.
they are done, you'll hear about it.
You might be imprisoned.
Yeah, yeah. And so to close with that thought, that back to my other word of the year is freedom. That improvisation really is the freedom to feel, express, sense, and share all of those things it means to be human, where most of life we all walk through in some kind of self-imposed freedoms based on how we see the world. That's your daily dose.